You're tired. The room is dark. You're lying there. But your system is still acting as if the day is not over. And this is exactly the point where many people reach for expensive sleep aids. Not because they understand the real cause, but because they just want to sleep at last. The problem is that many of these products push the body into a kind of shutdown instead of truly helping it let go. Morning grogginess, dependence, brain fog, and the feeling that you still were not truly restored. So you end up paying a lot of money for something that often only covers up the real problem. This is where castor oil enters the picture and works from a completely different angle. An ancient, simple, and affordable remedy. And that is exactly why it has little value for the pharmaceutical industry. You cannot patent it. You cannot make billions from a simple bottle of oil. No giant marketing budgets, no drug reps, no business model that depends on you using it forever. That is often the strength of simple natural remedies. They are there, they work, and they cost almost nothing. Castor oil is not just another oil. It contains ricinoleic acid, an active compound that sets it apart from most other plant oils. That is exactly what makes it so interesting for issues where tension, irritation, pain, and inner unrest all come together. When you apply castor oil before bed, it does not work like a hammer that simply knocks you out. It works more slowly and more deeply. Absorbed through the skin, it begins to influence your nervous system. It helps the body shift out of alarm and a state of heightened agitation into the parasympathetic state, the relaxed state in which regeneration becomes possible. It promotes the release of GABA, the messenger that calms anxiety and nervous overactivation. You are not being artificially sedated. Instead, your system gets the message that it no longer has to stay on alert. Stress levels drop. The body stops holding on so tightly, and simple tiredness can finally turn into real sleep. And that is exactly why timing matters so much. Before sleep, castor oil meets a body that is already beginning to shift gears. At night, your body does not simply go into rest, it goes into active repair. The brain clears out waste, cells are repaired, inflammatory processes are dialed down, and the nervous system decides whether it will stay in alarm mode or finally let go. When castor oil acts through the skin, through warmth, and through touch in that exact window, it is not amplifying some random effect. It is supporting a process your body is already trying to start at night. This area often responds especially well to warmth and gentle touch. A simple option: massage warm castor oil in circular motions over the area below your navel. For a deeper treatment, use a castor oil pack instead. Soak a cotton cloth in warm castor oil and place it directly over your abdomen. Cover it with plastic wrap so nothing leaks out and your bed stays protected. Then place a hot water bottle or heating pad on top. The heat helps the oil move deeper into the tissue. Leave the pack on for at least an hour or overnight for an even stronger effect. Castor oil can also improve the appearance of the skin on your face, and that surprises a lot of people. It holds moisture effectively and nourishes the surface for hours. The skin often looks smoother, fuller, and calmer the next morning. Fine lines stand out less. Dry, tired skin looks softer and fresher. When low-grade inflammation goes down, the face looks more balanced, almost as if the skin itself recovered overnight. Did you know that castor oil may not only have a calming effect, but also an anti-inflammatory one? Around 90% of the oil consists of ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid linked to anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving effects. It can help slow down the substances that keep tissue irritated, hot, and painful. A body still running on irritation cannot fully power down, and you notice that quickly in your feet. After a long day, they carry pressure, tension, and often pain. Start with a warm foot bath to relax the muscles. Then apply castor oil to the soles and massage it in slowly with steady pressure. Ricinoleic acid can help calm inflammation and pain, while the oil intensely moisturizes dry skin. Cracked, rough heels in particular can benefit significantly overnight. What many people do not realize, castor oil can also have an indirect effect on your hormones. When it helps the body move out of tension and inner unrest, it changes the environment in which your hormones are working. In women, that may show up as a more balanced estrogen level, PMS, lower abdominal tension, and cycle-related restlessness can ease. In men, deeper sleep and fuller overnight regeneration can affect energy, vitality, and even testosterone balance positively. Castor oil is not only working at the surface, it can reach into the systems that influence how you feel, how you sleep, and how well your body resets itself overnight. The neck and shoulders are where not only the tension of the day sits, it is also where the feeling of not being finished yet settles in. Warm a little castor oil in your hands and work it slowly into the neck and shoulders with steady, quiet pressure. Then wrap a warm cloth or scarf around the area. The warmth relaxes the muscles, the pressure releases tension the body has been holding on to all day. Another surprising area of application, the eyelids. If you spend a lot of time in front of screens, struggle with dry eyes, or feel that even your gaze is still under tension at night, castor oil can help here too. Use only a very small amount on the closed eyelids, not in the eye, only on the lids. It soothes the delicate skin, supports the oil balance around the eyelids, and eases dryness overnight. By morning, the eyes often feel less irritated, less gritty, less tired, and that is a natural bridge to the next area, because what holds true for the eyes holds equally true for joints and muscles. Wherever castor oil meets inflammation and tension, it can bring real relief overnight. If your knees, back, or shoulders are still throbbing at night, your body stays inwardly defensive. Apply castor oil to painful joints or tight areas and add heat. Heat loosens the surrounding tissue. Steady pressure releases holding tension. The result is less stiffness, less pain, and less resistance for the body to fight against during the night. What most people also do not know, castor oil can affect your metabolism while you sleep. At night, your body determines how efficiently it works at rest, how much energy it uses, how well heat is produced, and how active certain fat cells still are. Castor oil can raise your basal metabolic rate, the amount of energy your body burns even at rest. A key role here is played by brown fat cells, a special form of fat tissue that does not store energy but burns it to produce heat. Most adults have only a small amount of truly active brown fat left, but castor oil may help stimulate these cells again. If your body is generating more heat and regulating more actively during sleep, metabolism shifts as well. The result, you may burn more calories at night and wake up not only rested, but more awake and more energized. Note, however, not every castor oil is good, and this is a point many people underestimate. Buy only cold-pressed, hexane-free, and ideally organic castor oil. Cheap industrial oils can contain residues, and that is exactly what you do not want on your skin. A good castor oil has a thick, almost honey-like consistency and a pale yellow color. Store it in a dark glass bottle, not plastic. An oil meant to work deeply on your skin does not belong in a material that may release substances of its own. Before you use castor oil, one thing has to be clear. We are talking about external use only, not internal. If you are pregnant, take medication regularly, or live with a chronic condition, speak with your doctor first. But once that is clear, what you have here is not an expensive sleep aid. It is a simple tool that works at a completely different level, not at the level of sedation, but at the level of tension, irritation, pain, and whatever is keeping your body from letting go at night.